Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to talk about whether professional certifications really help engineers become independent. The other day, I was cleaning out my inbox when I found a promotional email for the Web Analytics Consultant certification, a private credential offered in Japan. It made me nostalgic because I earned that same certification years ago, before I became a freelancer. My certification expired long ago. The emails, however, are still working hard to sell it to me. Before going independent, I wanted to make myself look more accomplished than I felt. I thought a longer list of credentials would reassure potential clients, and perhaps reassure me as well. So I earned the PMP, pursued IT certifications, and spent many hours studying for qualifications that seemed as though they might be useful someday. After nearly 30 years as an engineer, I have reached a clear conclusion. Most of those private certifications did almost nothing for my career. Here's the part that is easy to overlook. Every private certification is also a business operated by the organization behind it. Candidates pay for courses, examinations, and study materials. Some credentials also require renewal fees and continuing maintenance costs. I let several of mine lapse because the cost of maintaining them stopped making sense. Once I became independent, almost no client asked whether I held those credentials. Eventually, I began to wonder whether I was maintaining my certifications or merely helping maintain the organizations that sold them. Private IT and marketing credentials are not the same as licenses that are legally required to practice medicine, law, or architecture. You can analyze website traffic without a web analytics credential. You can manage a project without a PMP. You can work with AWS without an AWS certification. What does a client really want to know? One thing, what can you actually do? What systems have you built? What failures have you resolved? How large and complex were the projects you helped deliver? For an experienced engineer, a record of real work conveys far more information than a list of credentials. I'm not saying that every certification is useless. There are important exceptions. Advanced Oracle credentials and top-tier AWS certifications can be valuable because they are difficult to earn and relevant to specialized work. Companies may also need certified professionals to satisfy partner program or staffing requirements. In those situations, the credential has real market value. Even then, the strongest candidate is not the person with paper alone. A certification works best when it reinforces proven experience. For freelancers, the most important task is not filling the certification section of a resume. It is building relationships with people who may hire you. If you are about to spend dozens of hours studying for a credential you will rarely use, consider spending some of that time meeting a potential client instead. Write a blog, share useful knowledge on LinkedIn, reconnect with former colleagues, show people how you think and what you can do. 10 certifications cannot help if nobody knows you exist. One person who trusts your work can create an opportunity. I understand why people collect credentials before becoming independent. I did it because I was anxious, and the names on my resume made me feel stronger. But if I could reclaim that time, I would spend more of it meeting people doing real work and making that work visible. Pursue a certification when it serves a clear purpose and the market genuinely values it. Do not pursue one simply because your resume feels empty. Experience earns trust. Relationships create opportunities. Credentials should support those things, not replace them. Thank you for listening.